but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Kitchens. Quickly to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking for a man. It's Kitchens. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch?
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Let's go! Give to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Bringing the heat. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Kitchens. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the option, he'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Here comes the option. Hard running there. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. catch on third down. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. He'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And they did tack on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mayo. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Kitchens. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that, too.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. An offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Kitchens. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together, keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
Going to swing it on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Quick handoff. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys in my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Finds a man on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. A 1st down for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Kitchens. Throws for the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So They start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, and second down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wideout. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pulls it in. It's Abrams. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. A lot of room to the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Gators!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Kitchens. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he's got it inside the 35. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come up.
Turning it on! And the defense wrestles him to the ground. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From the gun, the ground game. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Gators want to move quickly. The give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something open. And maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. This guy can throw it. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Working the middle, it's complete. And they swarm him under.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the read. They'll run for it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to him because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Mayo. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Kitchens. Quick completion on the out. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go back to the ground. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He slings it deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. And
oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give to the tailback. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. The Gators racing to the line in a hurry-up. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4.
It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. All by himself down the middle. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Kitchens. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Back open in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Abrams. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Kitchens. Got his man on the right. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Looking for the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.